study assessment, Taman Bukit Serindit has been chosen as our main field to conduct the research since it has an environment that is suitable for researching for many animals such as lakes, bushes, trees and many more. Through our findings, there are 4 orders of animal classes. One of them is Odonata, which is an order of predatory flying insects that includes dragonflies and damselflies. Birds are a group of warm-blooded vertebrates that some birds evolve for swimming. Next, we have Hymenoptera, a large order of insects that includes sawflies, wasps, bees, and ants, which most of them is parasitic. And lastly, we have Achatinoidea, a superfamily of air-breathing land snails and slugs.
The method that we use are direct observation, photography, videography, and pitfall track. For direct observation, we do visual observation of several species in the natural habitat and their interaction towards the surrounding. Number 2 is photography. We capture the activity that they do, such as flying. Number 3 is videography. We record their behavior towards the environment condition. And lastly is pitfall trap, which is as we can dig the ground in public places, we just place it on the grass to investigate.
One of the species that we found is Potamarcha congenus, a yellow-tailed ashy skimmer, which is one of the species of dragonfly. The taxonomy description of this species is Kingdom Animalia, phylum Arthropoda, class Insects, order Odonata, family Libellulidae, and a Potamarcha genus. Their habitat was usually found in small weedy ponds, on water filled with rats, and in wet rice fields. Yellow-tailed ashy skimmer, whose specific gender is female, they have brown eyes, thorax with yellow and black strips on the sides, prominent flags, and they consume mosquitoes, midges, flies, and many more. Through their life cycle, the first stage is the egg stage, where they are tiny and shaded in oval. The eggs were attached to vegetation near water and their coloration are varied or was transparent. Next is the naiad stage or nymphs, where they enter the acquiring voracious appetite. At this stage, they are wingless and resemble adults, and they start to exhibit the gradual growth. And the last stage, which is the adult stage, is where they begin to emerge and display vibrant color. Their wings start to develop fully, where they begin to fly, mating, and laying eggs. Potamarcha congenus is important to ecosystem because they play an important role both as predators and prey. Also, they provide aesthetic or spiritual benefits to humans, such as coverages and joy. The interesting fact about this species is that they can fly backward. Also, they have an acute vision, allows them to detect prey up to 15 meters away. And the most important thing is that they are a non-toxic species.
Let's move on to the next part, which is white ramshama. For the taxonomic description, their kingdom is Animalia, phylum is Chordata, class F, order Passeriformes, family Massicapidae, genus Copsychus, species Copsychus malabaricus. For the habitat and characteristic, their habitat in dense forest, plantation, garden in South and Southeast Asia. For the characteristic, males glossy black, white rump, and chestnut belly. For the females, brownish color, long tails, and excellent singer. Their life cycle: first is breeding season on the spring and summer. Number 2 is nesting. 3 cavities or dense underbrush. Number 3 is egg. 3 to 5 incubate for 12 to 15 days. Number 4 is fledging, 12 to 16 days after hatching. And lastly is lifespan, up to 10 years in the wild. Then, importance to ecosystem. First, seed dispersal helps plant growth. Number 2 is pest control. Eat insect, control pest population. And number 3 is indicator species, which is indicate a healthy environment. Next is interesting information. First is vocal mimicry, mimics other birds and sounds. Number 2 is cultural significance, popular aspect for their singing. Number 3 is territorial behavior, defends territory aggressively. And lastly is adaptably, thrive in garden and plantation despite habitat loss.
Next, we are going to talk about Pomacia maculata. Here is the taxonomy of it. Certain popular class is Gastropoda, order is Architenogrosa, family is Ampullariida, and the genus Pomacia the species is Pomacia maculata. From the habitat, it's found in wetlands, flooded wetland field, drainage, and irrigation ditches. Its origin from the native SMY, native range in South America, and it is a non-native which is invasive species in Malaysia and other Southeast Asia countries. First reported in 2008 by a researcher introduced by the pet trade. The life cycle is female snail lay around 500 bright pink reddish eggs mostly during the night, and the eggs hatch after 7 to 14 days. After 15 to 25 days, the hatchling develop into juvenile. Once their shell reach 1.5 cm in size, from 45 to 60 days when the snail reach around 2.5 cm in diameter, they become fully grown adults. And lastly, here is also its
red ant. So here is a taxonomic description for red ants. Red ants belong to the taxonomic family Formicidae, kingdom Animalia, phylum Arthropoda, class Insecta, order Hymenoptera, genus Formica, and species Formica. Typically range in size from 4 to 8 mm in length. They are characterized by their segmental bodies with 3 distinct body regions, which is head, thorax, and abdomen, and possesses 6 legs and antennae. Red ants are also known for their ability to communicate through pheromones and by using their antennae to detect chemical signals. They also have strong mandibles, which they use for various tasks such as foraging, defending colony, and constructing nests. Next is habitat and characteristic for red ants or Formica. Ants are found in almost every terrestrial habitat on Earth, except for extremely cold regions such as Antarctica. They are highly adaptable and can be found in forests, grasslands, desert, and urban areas. So here are some general characteristics of ants. First is communication. Red ants or Formica communicate with each other using a combination of chemical signals, which is pheromones, sound, and touch. Pheromones are particularly important as they help ants mark trails, identify nestmates, and coordinate various activities within the colony. The second is feeding habit. The Formica have diverse diets depending on the species. Many ants are omnivores and feed on a combination of plant material, nectar, insect, and other small organisms. Some ants have special predators, while others are scavengers or tend to hide for their honeydew. Third is defense mechanism. Ants have evolved various defense mechanisms to protect themselves and their colonies. Some species have powerful jaws or stingers that they use to deter predators or enemies. Cycle for Formica. The life cycle of ants typically consists of 4 stages: egg, larva, pupa, and adult. First stage is egg stage. The life cycle begins when the queen and lays eggs. These eggs are usually small, white, and overshadowed. The queen takes care of the eggs, protecting and nursing them until they hatch. Second is larva stage. Once the eggs hatch, they develop into larvae. Ant larvae are legless and crab-like in appearance. They are entirely dependent on the workers' ant to provide them with food and care. Next stage is pupa stage. After the larva stage, the ant enters the pupa stage. During this stage, the ant undergoes metamorphosis, transforming into its adult form. Inside the pupa, the body of the ant undergoes significant changes, including the development of wings in species that have them. This stage is relatively inactive as the ant undergoes interval development. The last stage is an adult stage. Once the metamorphosis is complete, the ant emerges as an adult. The newly emerged adult ant is often pale and soft, but it quickly hardens and darkens. Formica or red ants play a significant role in the ecosystem, contributing to various ecological processes and functioning as important component of biodiversity. Here are some ways in which red ants or Formica are important to ecosystem. Firstly is filtration cycling. Red ants or Formica are efficient decomposers, breaking down organic matter such as dead plants, insects, and other small animals. Second and the last, Formica important to the ecosystem is soil aeration. Many ant species construct intricate underground tunnels and chambers as part of their nest building activities. These tunnels improve soil structure and enhance aeration, allowing better water infiltration and nutrient efficiency. Formica help to create healthier soil conditions for plants and other organisms. There are many interesting information about Formica and the ant. So here are some interesting facts about ants. Firstly, incredible strength. Despite their small size, ants are incredibly strong. Some species can carry objects that are many times their own body weight. This feat is possible due to their proportionally larger muscle and hand compared to their body size. The second and the last is lifespan and longevity. The lifespan of ants varies among species. Workers ants typically live for a few months to a few years, while queens can live for several years or even decades. There are even reports of certain ant queens living up to 13 years. These fascinating traits and behaviors make ants a captivating subject for study and observation, showcasing the complexity and inequality of the natural world.
The last animal is stork, also known as Bubucus ibis. First one is taxonomic description. Storks belong to the family Seconidae, which includes large, long-legged wading birds known for their distinctive long bills and typically white and black plumage. Next, habitat and characteristic. Storks are found in various habitats worldwide, including wetlands, grassland, and coastal areas. They are characterized by their large size, typically ranging from 60 cm to over 150 cm in height, depending on the species. They have long necks, legs, and bills, which they use to wade in shallow waters and capture prey such as fish, frogs, and small mammals. Next is the life cycle of stork. First stage is egg stage. Stork lay egg in a nest, which it incubates for about 30 days. Next is nestling stage. Chicks grow rapidly, fed by regurgitated food from their parents. Fledgling stage, young stork learn to fly and gradually leave the nest, still dependent on parental care. Next, independence. Juvenile stork become independent, learning to hunt and survive on their own. And the last one is maturity. Stork reach sexual maturity at 3 till 5 years, repeating the cycle by finding a mate and nesting. Next is importance stork to ecosystem. Storks play a crucial role in their ecosystem by controlling population of small animals like fish and rodents. Their foraging behavior helps maintain the balance of wetland and grassland habitats. Additionally, their large stick nests provide shelter for other bird species and sometimes small mammals. Last one is interesting information. Some stork species are known for their long migration, traveling thousands of kilometers between breeding and wintering grounds. Second, in many cultures, storks are considered symbols of fertility and good luck, often depict carrying babies in folklore.
The discussion regarding its issues first is urbanization. Urbanization may be an issue for biodiversity in general or insect in particular. Light-sensitive species, for instance, might not be able to handle light pollution. Second is capture method. This makes it impossible to use capturing technique like insect swap nets, as it is difficult to catch them because of their small size and low population. Third is invasive species. Snails are among the most disruptive invasive animals on the planet. They threaten the ecology, the economy, and sometimes even human health in areas they have invaded. Once introduced, it spread quickly. Fourth is importance of pond. Because common pond and lake are essential to the ecosystem, the habitat must be protected, as it offers many resources to keep the species population safe, from the unusual inhabited to some more exotic one.
In conclusion, this field study has highlighted the remarkable diversity of animals within Taman Bukit Serinding. Through systematic observation and data collection, we identify a wide range of species, each playing unique ecological roles. This diversity underscores the importance of conservation efforts to preserve habitat integrity and biodiversity. Moreover, our findings contribute to the broader understanding of Potamarca congener, white rumput shama, Pomacia margulet, Formica rufa, and Bubucus ibis, and advises the need for continued research to uncover additional facets of their behavior, interaction, and adaptation. Ultimately, by studying and safeguarding this diversity, we can better appreciate and sustain the intricate web of life that supports our planet's ecosystem.
Last one is recommendation. it is important to conduct the further study of these animals to learn more about their first ecological role and impact. Investigate their ecological role within their habitats, including their interactions with other species and their influence on local ecosystem. Second, conservation status. Assess their population trends, threats such as habitat loss, climate change, pollution, and conservation measures need to protect their population effectively. And the last one, human interaction. Analyze their interaction with human activities, including conflicts such as agriculture damage or human-wildlife conflicts, and potential benefits such as tourism and cultural significance.